back to another Banlist, Manlist, Clanlist, Lamlist, Ramlist, Flanlist team. A lot of Banlists and Samlists today. So this is Duel Links. Guy who hasn't played Duel Links properly in years. I will give you my rundown analysis of Duel Links, okay? Let's go. Imagine Ruxin, but, you know, a little bit hairier. That's what I can offer you. All right, here we go. What have they done? Oh, so how many FTK cards are going to be here? Should we do like a, should we do a little poll? Because the last Duel Links Banlist, I don't think actually hit anything like gameplay related. You know what I mean? Like things that are like, you know the word I'm looking for? Like balancing of actual interactive decks. Like it was just FTK cards. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. Gimmick Puppet of Leo went from unlimited to 1. Please don't tell me there was a Leo combo in Duel Links. Because this card, this WinCon has never been a thing in Gimmick Puppet. Okay? I think so anyway. I don't think it's ever been a thing. But there was actually a Gimmick Puppet FTK. Why? What was the... Who? Sorry, this, you know, tangent, but... Just imagine you walk into the office at Konami for a day of work, and you are a card designer, you work in R&D at Konami. And you sit down and you're like, okay, let's make some cards for the new set. And some guy comes up with like, all right, let's make a set whose theme is based around like sex and bondage and BDSM and all this like, you know, weird human centipede shit. It's like, okay, fine, let's run with that. How do we make it kid-friendly? Put a jacket on him or something. Okay, so you do that, right? But then you sit down and you design the gameplay of it. Well, just like BDSM and bondage, let's make it an FTK. Let's just make it an FTK. Like, who asked for that? Who wants to... oh, yeah. You know what will really make people enjoy our game? If they lost the dice roll and instantly lost. Who made these cards? Like, who thought this was a good idea? All right, anyway. Limited to 1. Residence Insect. Oh, that's an actual gameplay hit. This is a real deck. That, like, Bee Trooper is a deck that does things. Which, by the way, last Banlist, last format, if I'm not mistaken, Bee Trooper wasn't even, like, a fun deck to play against either. Because I believe it was, like, Scary Moth Turbo. Which is just Insect Winda. So, you know, I think they finally forced them to play a real game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So here they are now. They've also hit them further. Alright. I always get a jump scare when, like, Nibiru shows up for me because Duel Links was supposed to be the easy to get into, you know, basic form of Yu-Gi-Oh! That you can have your mom log into and she can show up and play Cabazol's Set Pass. Because that was the meta when Duel Links dropped 9 years ago. And then we've reached the point where, like, Nibiru is like a staple in Duel Links. You know, the Pokemon Pocket for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, this. We need this to keep the meta in check. 9 years ago? 2017, right? Duel Links release? 2017? Yeah, 2017 was like... Wait, that was only like 3 years ago or something, actually. Never mind. Trap Trick Garden to 3. Trap Tricks, I guess, got off lightly in the last ban list. So, further consistency hits because... You know how Duel Links Banlist works, which I think is really cool. I do like that about it. It's basically just Genesis Pointless if you squint hard enough. Or I guess Genesis Pointless is Duel Links Banlist if you squint hard enough. And I do like that. I like that a lot about those formats and how they balance those cards. I think it does make a lot of sense sometimes. Because there is a lot of cards where it's like, you know, it's a cool decision to be like, okay, I can play this, but I can't play that. I can play that, but I can't play this. Pleiades is back to 3. Harp Horror back to 3. Oh, yeah. Consulars and Orcust is so freaking back, baby. Let's go. Okay, well, I mean, these are all normal cards so far. This is the only criminal I've seen here so far. Warbler is so freaking back. Hey! Nice! I remember, I reacted to this ban list, I think, like a year ago when they hit Lurlusk. Rush cards. Who are these people? Who are these people? Place 1 spell card from your grave on either the top or the bottom of the deck. 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field loses 2,000 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. If you place the start as straight, pierce. Or if you usually beat the requirement, draw 1 card. This card seems crazy. You could just recycle a spell from your grave and then drop a guy's attack. That seems really good. But they're limiting it to 2. So I guess Rush Duel's format is still quite low power. Because, like, I mean, it's hardly like a Snake Eye Ash, right? You know, it's just like, here's some attack reduction, recycle a card for next turn. Like, that seems like, you know, slow back and forth Yu-Gi-Oh, right, guys? Surely. Tubardish, the music printed. How do you say this? Tubardish? Tubardish. And then we've got Gaia, Conqueror of Champions. Mismatched Rivalry. We got some skill changes. Okay, whatever. Let's take a look at some of these skill changes. Intertwining Memories no longer lets you shuffle a card from your hand into the deck or send it to the grave after resolving its second effect. That's too many words, man. Barion's Chaos Draw. The third effect no longer requires revealing a specific card. You can now place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck and send it to the grave, then draw 2 cards. Excuse me? During your main phase, place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck and send it to the grave, then draw 2 cards. You can only use this skill's third effect once per turn. Can you just play this in any deck? During your main phase, could you just play that in any deck? Just like a mulligan. I don't see like a restriction on this. Like you must have, you know, whatever in your deck. You can. That's kind of cool. I don't know if like decks could like really do that from a competitive standpoint, but I mean, a mulligan for some dumb combo seems funny. Okay, cool. That's the ban list. What do Duel Links players think about this? We just playing Drag Luxion engine decks till the end of days. But at least Traptrix is not dead. Also, they finally remembered the Orcust was on the list. Hot take, but Royal Rebels may have just gone from non-existent to best deck in the game. What the fuck is Royal Rebels? This skill buff is massive. Who? Royal Rebels? Who? Oh, Rush Duel. Why is this guy commenting on a dude talking about Drag Luxion, but he's talking about Rush Duel? Is Drag Luxion in Rush Duel as well? Is that a thing? It's pretty cheap to build too. 3 deck build, Dream Tickets for the Star Knights, deck basically complete. No? Oh, so he's just commenting under this guy's thing talking about Speed Duel and he's just talking about Rush Duel. Maybe he just wants a friend. I get it. Someone at Konami is a rank 8 slop Drag Luxion fan that likes non-interactive gameplay and non-games. Is it so hard to hit Drag Luxion and update the Tachyon skill to just add a copy of it to their extra deck? I feel like it doesn't matter what format you look into, it's just the same fucking complaints. Orcust Unlimited, yes baby, yeah baby. Raja Lekisi? Lekisi? Ya Abd. Did he just insult him? Something about something coming back. Mac Lord. There's always next time, Noid bros. At this point, it just feels like they're doing it on purpose. You actually missed a change for Sun God's Flick. I'm not reading that. Okay, fine. You're locked to Divine Beasts and Aquas on your turn, which does mean that Ra can play Nib if they wanted. Don't know if it should, but it can now, so that's something. After a month, we have to put up with Tachyon package. I'm tired, boss. Quit! Dude, this is the card game equivalent of kill yourself. Quit! I can't wait for Enlil Girsu and Crescendo. Carbon! Orcus. Did he mean to say Cabron? Galaxy Photon is officially the best deck now. So TT just loses Nib Eclipse. Yeah, and Photon officially best deck. Nah, Trapchick says still. It's unfortunate that there's no limit on hero in Rush. Their dual style and how long they stick around feels like Luna Light at its peak. We're just making synonyms for nothing, okay. Drag Luxion engine next, please. When will we get Infernoid unbanned? They're getting treated like Cyber Dragons. There's so much that could have been done in Rush. I'm not reading that. Rush, nope. Last list was Ptolemaeus. This list was Pleiades. Methinks Team LDS, Dipper, Kit, and Julia is drawing closer with potential Tellar, Gem Knight, and maybe the new XE support comes in April via Structure Deck. Are those anime characters? R.I.P. Bees. Beatles. Lava fucking Golem must be one. Lava fucking Golem to 1, Konami. Did this guy just hop on a different account to beg Konami to put Lava Golem back to 1 or something? I sure love me some Nibiru, but I understand. Birds are so back. Book of Eclipse. I know Loom is about to have a freaking something seeing this list with Orcust. Insect hit is always welcome. Orcust bros, we are so back. Orcust, how I miss playing that deck. 800 million billion more years of tack slop. Slop and everything, huh? Tack slop. Harp and Nightmare Free are actually getting crescendo? If so, Mech Lorcust shall rise again. Quantum Cubes is the world champion. Orcust bros, we're so back. People really love Orcust, huh? What the fuck did Leo do? Konami wants to get rid of Atlantis from Gimmick puppet decks. What Konami does make no sense. They keep limit other cards to make Atlantis unplayable instead of just banning it. Well, Duel Links players, your game seems fine, I guess. Are you guys adjusting things correctly? I don't know. Seems like a good format. Orcust is a fun deck, right? Leave a comment down below if you want to see Tack Slop gone. Bye-bye.